What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to create a dynamic illustration of Shiny Greninja from Pokemon. Let's begin today's lesson in the center of the page and draw an oval for the eye. We're going to start from the very top, come all the way around towards the bottom, and then bend that back up towards the top. Now I want to draw the top edge of the eyelid, starting on the top left side of our oval, bend this down and then across. In the center, we'll draw a half oval for the pupil, and we'll just trace that along the inside. Now I'm going to add that detail that comes in towards the forehead. Let's start from the very top of our oval, bend this across towards the right and then down. We'll round this out and just pull that in towards the bottom of the eyelid. And then from the eyelid, we're going to draw the edge of the beak. We're going to come down and then out towards a point, bend this out and then up towards the same height. Let's take this detail and flip it over on the right. So we're going to pull this up and then in, round this out, go out. Now it's going to curve the outside of the eyelid, going out and then back in. Let's go back to the center of the beak. We're going to draw a straight angled line, going up and then out towards the edge of the fin. Let's go back down towards the bottom. It's going to curve this out and then up, round at the end, and go out towards the tip of that fin. Now we're going to go back to the outside of the left eyelid, draw the fin on the side, going up with a straight angled line. Now I'm going to change the angle, going out toward the tip of that fin. Let's angle this back down with a straight line coming in towards the eye. We'll stop right about here. Now I'm just going to work our way across the bottom of the face, coming down and then in, coming down underneath the eye and then in towards the tip of the beak. Let's go on top of the right eyelid, draw a straight angled line going up to right about there, angle this up and then in towards the top. Now I want to draw a straight line coming down, just aiming towards the eye to right about here. And we'll draw the top of the head on the right, bend this up and then in towards the side of that center fin. Line this up over on the left, bend this out and then down. Now I want to add that webbing in between. So let's start on the left side, bend this down and then up towards that center fin. Continue down and up on the right. Now we're going to wrap that tongue around the neck. Let's start from this point, curve this around the face, go out. I'm just going to bend this up in behind the right. Now I'm going to go back and draw the end of the tongue. I'm going to come down and out, bend this up, and then down towards the end. Let's round up the end of the tongue. Now the tongue's going to get narrower as we come back in towards the head. So just gradually following that same curve and getting narrower as we come in. Let's add that fold underneath on the left side. We're going to start up here, and this out, come across, and then up underneath. Now with the head in place, let's move down and draw that front arm stretch across the center. We're going to start underneath the tongue, bend this down around the outside of the arm, and then in. Now right here we'll draw a large oval for that disc, going around the elbow, and then back down. Let's move over towards the right side, bend the inside of the arm going up. Now from the side of the oval, let's draw the forearm, going out and then in towards the wrist on both sides. From the wrist, let's stretch the fingers going out. So on the left, bend this down and out. Do the same thing on the right, coming down towards the same height. Now on the tips of the fingers, we're going to draw a disc, almost like an oval going around. You want to leave a gap along the top on both sides. Let's bend the inside of the finger, going up and then in. And then we'll curve the sides of that center finger, coming in and then down. Let's draw that same size oval in the center finger. And then we're going to add that webbing in between. From these 2 points, bend this up and then down on both sides. Now from the wrist, we're going to step over and tuck the body in underneath. Let's start with that center spike, coming down, then up, bend this down, and then back out. On the right side of that spike, let's curve the body, going out and then up underneath the head. And then in the center of the body, we're going to add a fold, going up and then down. Now I'm going to go all the way back up to the right side of the head and stretch out the arm. Let's start from the top of the tongue, bend this out towards the elbow. Now right here, we're going to draw an oval, going up at an angle, and then back down. Let's move down, draw the bottom of the arm, coming out and then up towards the forearm. And we'll curve the forearm, coming down and then out. Let's go to the side of the oval, curve the top of the forearm, going out towards the wrist. And I'll bend the fingers on the outside, going out and then up. And then from the bottom, going out and then down. Let's draw an oval. It's going to angle this up and then back in, leaving a gap along the bottom. And I'll draw the inside of the fingers coming down towards that center finger. Let's curve that center finger along the sides. And this finger is going to be a little bit longer. And I'll draw that disc on the end with that oval. In between the base of the fingertips, we're going to add a curve for the webbing. Now that we have the foreground elements in place, we're going to tuck the legs in behind. Let's start from the side of the arm, draw the thigh. We're going to go up and then out towards the knee. Now I want to draw an oval for the kneecap, going all the way around and then back up towards the top. From the bottom of the knee, we're going to bend the leg, coming down, go all the way across towards that outside toe. And then we want to draw a disc. We're going to draw that oval, going out and then back in, leaving a gap along the top. Let's bend that toe, going up and then in. And we draw that center toe, coming down towards the bottom. And again, drawing that oval with a gap along the top. Now let's bend the foot, going up and then out. Step down, draw the bottom of the thigh. We're going to come down and then up in behind the front arm. Let's add that spike along the inside, going up and then bending that down. Now in between the toes, we're going to add that webbing with a curve. Now I'm going to go back up to the top of the thigh. We're going to see the end of the tail. We're going to bend this up and then back in. Now let's move over and draw on the right leg. We're going to start from the side of the body, bend this up and then out. Now I'm going to draw that oval, coming down, around, and then up. Let's go back down towards the bottom of the body, draw the bottom of the thigh, coming down and then up, aiming towards the knee. Underneath that kneecap, let's draw the shin. We're going to come down, bend that in towards the ankle, and bend this down and out towards that toe. Let's draw that disc with the oval, going around and then up with that gap along the top. Let's bend the inside of the toe, going up, and draw that second toe, coming down with a curve. Add that oval on the end. And we'll bend the foot going up underneath. And we'll finish off by adding that webbing in between the toes. Let's sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. That's how to draw Shiny Greninja from Pokemon. If you enjoyed today's lesson and you want to access our free sketch workshops, join our club mailing list. I'll leave the link in the description below. I want to thank you for joining me today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next one.